yeah, it go. So here we are at Singapore. This is back after we met Tetsuji and then Esther's like, I'm going with the bad boys. So Esther tells Trier that she wants to see how the world works and the best way is to hang out with the renegades. And she teaches her the phrase, you get yours and I get mine, everyone's entitled to their sense of right and wrong, blah 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 blah. And she gets to choose who to hang out with. She can go to Kuman or the Middle East, and we're going to go to the Middle East this time because we went to Kuman before, and she's going to go try and hang out with Ketoron. Yeah, it's from all the new game pluses. Z, like it does give you a carryover from part 1. Let's have a look actually. What do we get for carrying over? You get 150 bonus PP, plus 100 for completing the scenario chart, and plus 10 per cycle up to 10. So everyone has like an extra 11. Everyone's got an extra like 350. Everybody has an extra 20 kills, and there was an extra an extra 2 million. And a bunch of items. But now we go in with the Gundams to the Middle East. But yeah, just gonna go help the Gundam boys find out about Caloron and find out what the deal. Yeah, I'm Esther Hellhaz. In love and business, I give it my all. All right, Esther, you do your best in love or fucking whatever. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba 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 ba. That's the Kuman save, I believe, number 7. Blackout. Yeah. Yeah, it's just friggin' Gozel. So, Quatra's lieutenant in the Maganak Corps, Rashid, has got some interesting information. A colonial Gundam has turned up in Azaristan. There's no definitive word on Celestial Being, but there are rumours of a mysterious mobile suit that's been helping Anti-Federation forces from the shadows. Apparently it's not a Gundam though, if you look at it. Rashid will have the Maganak Corps pursue the matter, and he tells Quatra to be very careful, because both Alors and Oz are on the scene. How you doing, Nisha? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Here we are in Azeristan. So, here's Duo and Thrower, and apparently Oz are conferring with Azerestan's government while Aelors are waiting for an excuse to send in the troops and annex the place. Relina is hanging with Azerestan's princess, and the mere mention of her name makes the hero go like, buh, buh. Troa notices that, but he doesn't criticise Hero for it. They've both learned the hard way that acting on emotion isn't always bad. Troa admits that Hero's been having doubts ever since they hid in a travelling circus after, Hero fucking blew himself up. Are they doing the right thing by biding their time while the colonies are now legally dominated by the feds? And would he have the courage to do what Hero did and blow himself up? Then Catherine, a lady, comes over, and she's glad to hear that these two clowns are hard at work on a new act, where they fucking talk about blowing themselves up. And she's glad that Hero healed very quickly from his injuries, and she thinks he's the perfect foil for Troa, the expressionless clown. And there's Hero. He's also a fucking clown. She's cooked loads of his favourite food, and she orders him to help set out the dishes so everyone can eat some goddamn food. And while she orders everybody and tells them what to do, she doesn't really like Troa. And Troa knows that this state of affairs can't continue forever. And with Oz and Aelors at the door, maybe the time to end it has arrived. Here's Lady Yoon, she's taking her glasses off, and she's talking with Marina, and she promises peace and protection for Azeristan if she just joins the Federation. And Marina says, what if I don't, though? And Lady Yoon says that any fears of the military forcing her peaceful nation to join are unfounded. And she's like, yeah, but what about the Sank Kingdom, when what happened to them when they were like, oh, we're too peaceful, and then they all got murdered? And the Lady in sales pitch is basically, all small nations who refuse the Federation are still crawling their way back from the previous war, and they're far behind the rest of the world. And Marina just says, even so, the small nations who did join don't have any influence, and their citizens are as poor off as ever. So, like, Lady Yoon is like, are you prepared to deny your people the peace of mind that the Federation citizens enjoy? Anyone who would deny their citizens that isn't fit to rule a country. And Marina's like, wow, fuck you. And then Marina kicks down the fucking door. And she's seen firsthand how far Oz are willing to go to force its viewpoint on others, and she's not surprised that they've been searching for her ever since her dad was killed. Her eyewitness territory of the assassination isn't going to stir public opinion, so Relina instead has decided to murder the person responsible herself. Die! You killed my father. And then Marina jumps in the way of the gun. He's like, no, don't do that. If you fucking killed her, then you would be no better than her, a murderer. And then Lady Yoon's phone goes off, and she's like, oh, excuse me, I have to get this. And she tells Relina that her life is not Relina's to take, but they'll settle their score soon enough. Fucking Relina. Relina is grateful to Marina, though, for returning her to her senses and not letting her make a terrible mistake. But she's reached a conclusion. She can't fight the way Hero can. And she tells Marina of Dr. J and his fellow scientists. Now they raise their representatives from birth to be skilled in military arts, and they're just made 5 really fucked up boys. They've been instilled with the belief that their fighting will lead to peace, and if humans began wars, they can end them too. Dr. J sent Hiro to get those responsible for this war, and according to him, Hiro voluntarily chose to shoulder the burdens of the colonists because he understands their pain. And Relina says she doesn't have it in her to pull the trigger, but she's got other ways to fight. But she thanks Marina for teaching her of the Sank Kingdom's absolute pacifism, and she tells her she saw heroes alive and helping those who'd resist the Federation. Which is good, because Oz and Aloy's bullshit is about to kick off in the fucking streets. Yeah, Aloy's apparently deliberately letting armed bad guys get into the city, and then they're like, ooh, we're gonna come in. So, yeah, here we go. And this is bewildered soldiers. So his lady was like, goddamn terrorists, let the bad dudes in, and then we can go in and beat them up, and while we do that, we'll do all the other shit we want, because we're bad. Yeah. That's what she says the Aloy's plan is, but Oz can't stop them. If only Marina had made the right decision, it wouldn't have come to this. Target. Locked. So, his Hiro and Toa would be Guardians. Hiro's in a fucking Leo. And they're not going to give Oz or Aloy's any excuse to kick shit off. Showa knows that Catherine saw him launch his Gundam and figures he doesn't have a home to go to now. So, let's give it a go. Gundam! Yeah, Catherine saw me launch my Gundam. Well, now she knows I'm a bad dude. yeah, Hiro is finally in a robot you can blow up, and it doesn't matter, there's millions of them. Oh, and G Gundam is on Crunchyroll. I mentioned it earlier. It went on Crunchyroll yesterday or today or some shit. Why is everybody trying to murder the stupid boy? And there it is. Nice work, Hiro. You got fucking shot by a Leo. Not a Leo tier, even worse. Hey, look! Heavy arms? That's Troa! Yep, and Hiro's in the other thing. Wow! What timing! And Esther's like, hell yeah, dudes, let's sort them out. And Kota's like, aren't you afraid of being seen with us as bad dudes? She's like, what do you mean? I mean, we are terrorists. And she's like, no way, dudes. I'm a hero of justice. Let's fucking go. He's like, let's go. Bad terrorists. Not the good ones. You know exactly where bad terrorists show up. Everywhere there's terrorists. The good terrorists, though, they're the ones you gotta be careful. This fucking Joker can't do anything right and sucks because he's a fucking clown. Oh, MX came today, by the way, so we can do that. That's got G Gundam in it, and TV Evangelion, and the other one, Razethon, Gear Fighter Dendon. Chara, what if you fucking didn't die, dude? Yeah, still give him a repairing. I did indeed say G Gundam. I mentioned G Gundam previously. Did it on Crunchyroll? They added it this morning or yesterday, and it's also in Super Wars MX, which arrived today in the post this morning. Thanks, Draw. Thanks, you're a real fucking pal. Wasn't MX one of the two really bad ones? No. Close enough. Like, MX Portable isn't very good because they just took MX and then like times every enemy's health by 10, didn't change anything else, and went, alright, it's harder now. And I believe MX Portable also takes forever to load every attack, it takes forever to load. And A Portable is the other one where it's just, they just went, what if we just made it really hard? That dude, he's upset. So, these guys running low on ammo, they want out. Chara says, all who see the Gundams must die. And then he's like, oh, there's Catherine. She's like, Troa, what are you doing? Is it really you? And then when he hesitates, this dude's like, idiot. Fucking stupid idiot. Fucking get murdered. And he's like, I gotta protect Catherine. So he jumps in the way. It's just like that woman. It's like, Troa is protecting. He's like, check this shit out. I'm gonna blow up the Gundam. Hopefully to make Catherine be safe. And then Setsuna shows up. See, this is in Emix. Emix. Look at that busted ass Gundam just fucking killed the dude. He just destroyed him. So he's like, wow, Troa, you did. He's like, I'm just paying back you and Quattro what you paid me once upon a time here. And so with this help, we will now murder everybody. Celestial being, Gundam Meister, Setsuna F. Seiei, Troa. Sorry, Catherine. Let's have a look. Okay, MX is Zeta, Double Zeta, Char's Counter Attack, which is just the new G Gundam, Mazinger, Great Mazinger, Grandizer, Getter-Robo G, Daimos, Raiden, Dragonar, Machine Robo, which is really good, Zioraima, TV, Evangelion, Prince of Darkness, Dendo, Razefon, and Aqua and Hugo, who like just don't exist really. Like, that was the main criticism I saw reading Brunom's LP, was just they don't really interact with anybody, they're just sort of there, and it's weird. Like, the original villains are all mixed up with everybody. I'm Setsuna. Because he's flying, can't fucking help. It's fine. He got shot, so I'm fucking annoyed. Troa is fucking awful though. He's probably the worst dude in Z3. Like, he's just shit. He doesn't start with hitting away, and only his worst move is post movement. Nice work, everybody. We did it. Unfortunately, on the radar, Aelor's brilliant, great. Including their new Ahead, which is what Jinin's in. So Jinin knows that they can't retreat with the wanted Gundams right there. And we're like, oh, if we beat that dude, then we win, right? So let's get him. And he retreats at 6,000. Like MX can't be bad because it starts with the Domon on Funsaki. Like, you just get him and he's on a horse. I don't think they can make a bad game like that. Like, they can't make a bad game with Bonta in. It's fucking impossible. Yeah, no secrets, nothing, just go. Like, it's because it's... Like W sort of feels like it flows on from J. MX feels like it flows on from A, from Advanced. Gundam, I am Alos and we will get you. Treats at 6, you say? Halos, you're bad. I think I'm gonna have to do, I don't know, like duo with the Esther support to get the bad man. Celestial being Gundam, get fucked. Coach again, all the bops. Quattro, too strong. I guess I'll just put him in position for the surround bonus. I hope for the best on this one. You gotta go all in, Esther. All in. Freaking Gundam. I'd be very surprised if Esther didn't do 70 damage required. I'm a good girl. There we go. As I thought, the assault. We did it, we got him. He's like, ah, shit, I'm out. It's like, before they completely destroy the ahead, the Federation is good and right, and I will do whatever it takes to do what they want. And we're like, wow, this ain't easy. Setsuna tells Hiro to come with him if he wants to try and resolve his doubts. And he'll offer him a chance to strike directly at whatever is warping the world. And everyone else is like, okay, while you guys are talking about that, we'll find somewhere new to live instead. See you, Hiro. Bye. He's like, okay, we need to find somewhere new to live because we can't go back to the circus. Let's go, Troa Esther. But Troa wants to say his goodbyes first. And Lady Yoon is like, colony Gundams, celestial being Gundams hanging out. The world is accelerating. Catherine can't believe that Troa, the weird clown, is a Gundam pilot. And he tells, she's like, why did you jump in the way of that man? Like, was gonna just get me by accident maybe. And he's like, I don't know why. Maybe I didn't care if I lived or died, now that my original goal is gone. So she says Troa and slaps him. And then yells at him and cries at the same time, saying that he needs to consider how much grief his death would cause those who love him. And he can't promise that he'll come back alive from his adventures, but he does tell her that he'll try at least. And oh, that's good enough, she don't mind. But she says she'll make dinner for him and Hiro when he finally does come back. The other Jokers all heard it and like, wow, I didn't know you got a girlfriend, dude. And Troa says that he respects the strength of Hiro and Setsuna to die if necessary. And Duo's like, I don't know about that in Hiro's case. I mean, like, he's got his lady, he's got Relina to worry about. I mean, you know. And it seems that all Gundam pilots have women they love. And Esther smiles and says there's only one man she wants doting on her. And it's like, alright Esther, calm down, we're doing serious talk. She's like, I'm Esther Elhas, I'm a friend of Crow. And he's like, I'm Troa Barton, let's be friends and do good shit, and I hope that Hiro finds his reason for living. with Setsuna. He just wants to know who's down to fucking... Yeah, he know then. It's fine, he just needs to know. Here's Marina. News the shit that just went down. Got to her and Lady Yoon's come back, and Lady Yoon says that the Federation have changed the scary evil Gundams away. But Marina was like, one of Celestial Beings Gundams was seen. And then she's like, Setsuna's still alive and still fighting. What a rowdy boy. She tells Lady Yoon that she wants to interact with the Federation on equitable terms. And Lady Yoon is free to interpret that as refusal to join if she wants. Lady Yoon is like, alright then, I'll go file my report, but Marina tells her that Relina... Yeah, she's like, do you know who Relina is? And Lady Yoon says, yeah, the delusional one? Yeah, I know who she is. And Marina says she's just the sort of person who can illuminate the way to true peace. And Lady Yoon's like, yeah, whatever. So I'm not that impressed, you won't even take up arms to fight for your own cause. But Marina's like, yeah, well, whatever. Marina herself doesn't know how to proceed, but what she saw in Relina's eyes, in Hiro and Setsuna's eyes, is true resolve, and something she can believe in. Meanwhile, Relina's going to leave Zadistan, lest her resolve be softened in its gentle environs, its gentle surroundings. An Oz officer then steps out of the shadows. She's like, I'm not here to arrest you. It's me, Noin. I have come to take Relina Peacecraft to where she belongs. They did it.